Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, we are doing our third installment of the Vault Collection mini-series here on my channel. I am super excited for this video today, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying this little mini-series of me breaking down all the vaults. I've been having so much fun filming them, and I've just been feeling so inspired lately. Like, just having to kind of create all these colorful looks have got me feeling really hype. So I really hope that you guys are enjoying it. As you can tell by kind of like the vibes and obviously the title, we are going to be dealing with the Bling Boss palette today. I really do enjoy purples. I just think they're so complementary to my skin and hair color, but they're just not something that I reach for often. Like, I just don't sit down and be like, I'm going to do purple today. Like, I really have to kind of think about it or like be in the mood to do it. So I'm really excited to have utilized these kinds of shades today. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to quit rambling because I'm ready to get into this makeup tutorial. So if you guys want to see me break down the Bling Boss palette as well as how to get this makeup look using it, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, real quick before we hop into the tutorial, I'm just going to kind of show you the palette and then give you some swatches. That way you guys can know what's good. So this is the Bling Boss palette. I think this palette is really visually pleasing. It's probably one of my favorites to look at. I know that's kind of weird, but I think all the colors are very complementary. I really like the way that it looks, so I am going to go ahead and do some swatches and then we will jump into the makeup tutorial. Okay, you guys, and here are the swatches. I do not know why I swatched them like crooked down my arm, but just, you know, cut me some slack. Honestly, you guys, these swatch beautifully. This is not me rubbing like back and forth a whole bunch of times or nothing like that. This is literally like 1, 2 for every shade, and I think they all come across really lovely. You guys know that swatches really don't mean that much to me, but I am so impressed because this palette has swatched the best out of all of them. The freaking shimmers, I mean, these two right here, are you kidding me? Like, look at them. They're so beautifully reflective. Like this cranberry shade, I mean, Lord have mercy, it's doing something to me. And this right here is such a beautiful matte as well. I don't know, you guys, it's got me really excited to use it. So there you go, those are the swatches. So going in on a Morphe R39, which is pretty much the same thing as an M433, I'm going to take this dark shade over here, which is called Mystic. It is like a plummy burgundy color. It's really lovely, and I'm going to dip that in there. And then we are going to work this into like directly in and a little bit below the crease. Okay, so now that we've got that laid down just like that, I'm going to go in with a Morphe M433, and I'm going to take this shade right here called Rockstar. This is more of like a, it's not coming off the way it looks on camera, but it is more of like a magenta-y looking color. And we're going to start putting this just above this, like blending it in together. It's almost like that was our deepest, like deepening in the crease shade, and this is going to kind of start going almost right over it. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room, but as you can see, I'm really placing it like right in like the tip of my upper crease portion, and really going to focus on blending this one up higher. And then I'm just kind of like buffing the outer corner in like a circle, if you will, just really focusing on blending it out. I'm obviously gonna kind of like wipe it away later, so it doesn't really matter what I got going on here, but I just want to make sure we have a really nice blend. Now I'm just going back in with the Mystic shade and just kind of deepening up what I lost. Okay, and then next I'm going to go in with a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to take this shade over here called Sparks. It is like a reddish purple, and I'm going to place this pretty much up here at the top, so like where the Rockstar shade kind of stopped being blended. I'm going to start putting this up here I'm bringing it in. And I want this to be a really light diffuse color, so in order to do that, I am literally holding like the tip of the brush like this, like, God, like this, and I am literally just barely like blending everywhere. I'm literally letting the brush do all the work. And then now I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth with those 3 shades until I kind of get it how I want it. Just kind of take your time here and build it up and blend it out until everything looks the way that you want it to look, and eventually it should look something like this dark area in here. So now that I've got those colors looking a little something like this, I'm going to take a Sigma E40 and I am just going to use the shade Hush Hush, which is like a light, like blushy, mauve-y color, and I'm just going to run that over the very edge here. Just kind of even creating a more softer blend on the very edge of the look. Just so it literally looks completely seamless with my skin. Like that. So now I'm going to take a flat shader brush and this purple shade right here, and it's called Gem, and I am going to put this all over the lid. I'm going to do it first without Fix Plus and then do the rest of my blending, and then just to give it that extra kind of shimmer, I will then do Fix Plus on the second layer. I just didn't feel like, you know, doing all that work just for me to blend it away, but I'm going to have to put more on anyways. So I'm just going to kind of start just like rubbing and packing this on. You are going to get quite a bit of fallout with this shade by doing it this way with no Fix Plus, so obviously be prepared for that. And then to blend out those edges, I am taking a Morphe M506 brush with no product on it. It's a clean one. And I'm just going to blend right along that line, right in the crease. So then obviously, because I kind of blended it away and I do want the center to have that really dark piece like it does over here, I'm going to take just a tiny bit, I'm talking a tiny bit of that Mystic shade, the very first shade we put down, and I'm going to rub that right in here. And then I'm going to take the brush and a little bit of Rockstar and just kind of blend that out. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that Rockstar shade as well and just kind of stamp it here on this outer portion. So it looks something like that. And then of course I'm going to take the big fluffy brush, the M441 that we used with the Spark shade, and adding no additional product, just kind of blending this out so nothing looks kind of crazy. Next I'm going to take a, wow, it doesn't have a name on it. I don't know what this brush is. It is literally a short, fat, like fluffy brush. No idea what it is. I think it's a Morphe brush though. I have no clue. Either way, I'm going to go into this shade over here, which is called Berry Treasure. It's like a blacky shade with like hella pink shimmer in it. It looks really, really nice. And I'm going to just dip that in there a little bit. Kind of want to deepen up this outer area where like it's going to kind of mesh better with my winged liner I'm going to do. But also because I really want to take advantage of the little pinky purple shimmers in it. Oh, can you see them? Oh yeah, you can if I move a little bit. And I'm just packing this. I really don't want to have to do too much blending because I don't want to get rid of like the pink color. So I'm going to take that little tiny M506 brush that I use and just buff the edge out because I want to keep as much of the glitter in the look that I possibly can. And then I'm just going to go in with that flat brush and that Gem shade and just kind of course, pack it on there to help the glitter blend in with, you know, to help the purple blend in with the black shade. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they all got glitter in them. Now I'm confusing myself. looks something like that. So now I'm going to take the gem shade and wet it with some Fix Plus and go over the rest of the lid. And now this time I'm just going to pat. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is a Morphe E36, and I'm going to take this shade down here, and it's called Ballsy. It's like a pinky purpley silvery shimmer type of thing. I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to do that, and I am going to hit this with some Fix Plus just because I really want it to be nice and controlled in that area. And then I'm just going to put this like in this inner portion, bringing it a little bit onto the lid, obviously, as you can see from the other eye. So then I'm just going to go back and forth right on that edge with the purple and this shade until I get like a nice little gradients between the two shades, if you will. So now that I have something that looks like this, I'm just going to clean up all this fallout with a makeup wipe. All here in this corner, all up under here. And then I'm going to take, you know, like my fingernail, and I'm going to use it to kind of give me a little sharp right here. It's going to give you something that looks like this. Okay, so now once you got a wing on of your size and however you like to do it, I am going to do the glitter liner on top now. So I am going to use the LIT Cosmetics Clearly Liquid glitter base. It looks like this. I love this stuff. I've had this for forever. This is amazing. And then I'm also going to use a LIT Cosmetics purple glitter, and this is in the shade Deja Vu. I am going to take this tiny little Aesthetica like liner pencil brush thing. It looks like this. I'm going to dip this into the glitter glue, and I'm going to start drawing the line above a little bit at a time because it will dry. And then I'm just going to take like a little Sigma shader lid brush that I dip like just the tip into the glitter and then pack that on, and I'll show you guys. You'll see what I mean as I do it. I am starting the glitter about where the pink and purple mix. Like, I don't want this to come all the way in the inner corner. So I'm just going to dip this in there and then start making the line. And the little brush like this is just really going to help you keep it nice and precise. And right on top of the black liner. So then I'm going to take and dip it into the glitter and just literally stamp it on there. Just like that. And then obviously keep going because I brought it all the way up pretty much to the tail of the wing, so just keep going until, you know, you got it all on there. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and finish this up. As always, all the makeup that I used in this video will be down in the description bar below if you are curious. As for what you did not see me do on the eyes, I did just tight line all the way around with the Buxom Call Me eye pencil, and I put on the Velour lashes in Whispie Sweet Nothings. Let's go ahead and finish up this lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Mystic shade now on a flat definer brush, and I'm going to start putting this as close as I possibly can to my lashes. And now I'm going to go in with an M506 and the shade Rockstar and just start blending that out. And then using the same brush, I'm just going to take a mixture of Sparks and Hush Hush and just blend that out even further. As you can tell, I really focused on blowing out this lower lash line quite far. You do not have to bring it down as far as I did. That is totally a personal choice, but that is what I chose to do, so. And then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just kind of really buff everything out and bring it up this way a little bit just to kind of diffuse where I kind of stopped blending. Because I don't like it when it just stops. I just like it to kind of look like it kind of fades in with the whole eye. So this kind of helps me do that without putting any additional product down and making a mess. And then now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to use this shade up here called Bling Bling. It is like a silvery pink looking shade. And I am going to pop this on both inner corner, and then with no additional product on the brush, I'm going to pop it up under my brow bone just for something. But you guys, look at this shade, honestly. And I don't even use Fix Plus with this. This is so lovely. Oh, it's so freaking pretty. Okay, you guys, so this is the completed makeup look using the Bling Boss palette from the Jaclyn Hill collection, and I like how this turned out. It's so fun and so colorful, but without being like too dramatic. Like the Dark Magic look that I did yesterday was very, very dark and in your face, and I think this look, while it is still dark, having like the pinky purple cranberry shades in there made it kind of fun and lively, and these inner corner shades are absolutely stunning. So yeah, let me just go ahead and break this down for you really quickly. So as a whole, I really, really like the Bling Boss palette. I like that when you look at it, you think, okay, it's considered the purple palette. But in all reality, once you like really take a deep look at it and you get started playing with it, this is the only purple shade, like the only purple shade. All the other ones have like a lovely mixtures of pinks and cranberries and a little bit of red and you know, silvers and golds in the glitter. So I like that this palette isn't just the purple palette. I like that it's got a mixture of pinks and purples and every kind of shade in between the two, because I think it helps make the palette more user-friendly. I used every shade except for Glitz and Glam and Pizzazz. And out of the shades that I did use, I thought they were so lovely. The mattes performed really, really, really well. The shimmers in this palette, again, really, really wonderful. The three that I used. This one obviously had fallout, and I mentioned that to you guys in the tutorial because I put it on without any Fix Plus at first, and I was swiping. I expected that, so I'm not like saying the shadows like crazy. This did have the most kick up as well though in the pan versus any of the other shimmers or mattes that I did use. But I mean, kick up's not a problem for me. I just wanted to mention it for you guys. The Ballsy and the Bling Bling shade were so, so pretty. Neither one of them really needed Fix Plus, and you guys saw that I didn't use Fix Plus for Bling Bling. I did it for Ballsy just to kind of make the purple pop, but honestly, you guys, they performed really, really well, which I was super excited about because after like my little like tidbit in the Armand & Gorgeous palette, like I've just been kind of like, please let the shimmers work, because I am relying on them a lot in all the looks I've used. So I did really like those in this palette, and honestly I really like this Berry Treasure shade, like the black pinky gold glitter shadow. And normally that's not like, those shadows are not my thing. I don't really like shadows with glitter in them. Like I want it to be a shimmer, or I want to use glitter, or I want the shadow to be a matte. Does that make sense? Like I don't like to mesh them together, but honestly I really, really enjoyed this, and I'm excited to use this in a look where like this is more all over the lid, so I can really utilize and see how the glitters work in this, because on that little outer corner area it was really, really pretty. It wasn't like when I started blending the edges away that like all the glitter disappeared and like the shadow didn't underperform. So I really, really am excited to kind of test that out in a larger area, in a different look where maybe that's the star of the show. Let me know if that would be something you guys are interested in seeing, because I wouldn't mind filming that for you guys. But yeah, overall as a whole, I really, really enjoyed the Bling Boss palette, which I am so excited about because I'm not necessarily like a purple girl. Like I do like purple, and when I want to use purple, I really use purple, but it's not something I just reach for all the time. But this has got me excited to play with purple a little bit more. I'm really excited about this, you guys. I really like the way this look turned out. I hope you guys did too. I hope again that you are enjoying this little mini vault collection series I've got going on. I am having so much fun filming this. I know I said it in yesterday's video, but you guys, these looks have got me feeling so inspired, and it has been a minute since I felt this inspired to like dig in and do bigger, more colorful looks, and I'm just really excited about it. So I hope that you guys are liking it. If you are enjoying it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below, and do not forget to tune in tomorrow for our very last installment of this series. We are going to be utilizing the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm very, very excited for it. So yeah, you guys, don't forget to come back for that, so that way I can give you my full final thoughts on the collection as a whole and if I think it is worth your money. So yeah, you guys, until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye!